Aloha, everybody. Welcome back. Everybody's all refreshed. I think, well, maybe most of us are refreshed. But more importantly, we will continue with what we started. This is session 10, the second part, I guess, of session 10. And what I want to do, what we've been doing, is trying to detail the mountains. We started over here on the far right, and we worked it to this mountain right behind it. And now, before I go to the other mountains over here to the left, I want to go ahead and finish off what I have here, that the mountain that is kind of getting into the clouds already, low-lying clouds. All right, and it's a little trickier because it's not going to be as bright everywhere, because like I said, it's kind of sort of in the clouds a little bit, so it's going to be grayer. Okay, so anyway, that's what we will do. That's the plan.
All right.
Are we ready, Miss Producer?
Yeah.
We are? All right. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Really? You can do it now?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right.
Right on the mountains.
First thing we're doing is we are softening that edge a little bit more. Okay, so it's a lot grayer. I'm still in my original mix. I added a little bit of white to lighten everything up. Okay, some more.
So you were saying earlier it's good to paint at eye level. So the bottom of your painting is only about half a foot from the floor?
Yeah.
low.
It all depends on the size of the canvas you're working on, right?
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is what you're working on is at eye level. So nothing is foreshortened as you are. If it's up above and you're working up here, everything is going to be foreshortened somewhat, right? Because you're looking at it obliquely. And that's not something that we use all the time.
That's a big word.
We can still soften that edge a little bit more, adding a little bit more white. so. Let's do it some more over here. The softer that edge is, the better the effect of that. There are clouds, low-lying clouds that are in the way of your perception of that mountain, okay? And that's to your benefit. Okay, that's about right. But we can go some more. So basically I'm just graying this out as much as I can to enhance that effect of parts of it is being obscured by some cloud, yeah? Like so.
Not right now.
And we can actually move it up a little bit more if you want. You can do it here as well. And you can actually create a little bit of a division between this mountain in the back and this one here that we just did. There you go. But the thing to keep in mind is keep all your edges kind of on the fuzzy side a little bit, right? Nothing too sharp, a contrast, and not too sharp a division. Like so. Okay, that should be good enough.
Jeez, sorry everyone if I was messing with the wrong camera.
What?
I thought I had the other camera on while I was adjusting this one, so sorry if I was.
Sorry, Leland.
Oh my god.
I tried to warn our producer.
Jeez. Technical difficulties.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's okay. I was trying really hard, and then I realized I was on camera 3 while I was manipulating.
So what? Did any of that register at all?
Your voice registered.
But there's nothing, no visual.
Yeah, there could have been.
What?
There could have been some, but you know, it just depends because my camera was looking at it, but it was also going like this while I was trying to hook it lower to get a better.
Okay. Well,
'Cause we went low.
let's start over and let's do it when you're ready.
Okay, yeah. On the count of 3, I'm back. Oh yeah, look at that.
Are we just off the air?
You can continue. Oh, I could delete it. We can pretend to start fresh.
Abadi. That's all, folks. Okay, well.
Celebrities, man.
Swihad. Swihad. Not really.
Let me be the judge. So what mixture you got now? It's kind of light. It looks like a lot more white and misty.
Yes.
A veil of mist covering the mountains.
Well, technically no. It's clouds.
Oh. Oh, thank you, Julia. Julia Fink said there was visual. I didn't mess up too bad. Anyway, I liked you, Julia.
Oh my goodness.
But she said it is much better now. Gotta check out the YouTube channel where I edit out the parts I don't like.
Well, that is what you edit out. Okay.
Now, are you scumbling on this part?
Were you waiting all morning to use that word?
Any episode I can, and I'm going to throw it in there.
All right.
It's the only art term I know.
Okay. So yeah, you got to use it correctly. If that's the only one you know.
Well, I can use it with a question.
You're obligated to use it correctly. All right.
Wow.
All right. So now let's work on these mountains down below. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna adjust the canvas, raise it up. Again, try to get it as close to eye level as possible.
Were you dipping your brush? Yeah.
Excuse me?
You're
This is a family show. What are you doing?
Wetting the brush, wetting the whistle.
Oh, you're not making it better.
Wetting the whistle, that's
You gotta quit while you're behind.
Oh, I can't even comment now.
Well, that's right. And the idea was to make the other side run out of bullets.
Up we go.
All right,
Up
here we go.
You know, if I had a spicy comeback for that, I would use it.
I know. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Where's Leo?
Actually, you'd be hearing it right now.
Okay, there you go. I'll
You
remember.
work on that.
All
Work
right.
on that.
I got practice. Woo, we're live on the North Shore for those of you who haven't
are?
joined us. We're alive.
Alive.
Alive on the North Shore.
All right.
I hate to tell you it's another great day,
You don't hate it.
but I love it. I love
You're
this day.
savoring that.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. Fueling up.
All right. Yep. Well, you gotta hydrate, right? So what? Are we ready for me to do this part right
Yep,
now?
I
All right.
sure
We're gonna
am.
go to the next mountain, guys.
All right, I'm gonna zoom on in.
All right. So I
Did I
will.
miss the top?
Huh?
I missed the top now?
Yeah, the top has all the
Missed it?
gorgeous
I missed
clouds.
it? Oh.
Yeah.
Carry on. Keep going.
It's baffling. This whole painting was done with what, 5 colors or less?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 colors. 5 colors.
Right?
5
Titanium white, indigo, cardamom red.
colors. No.
Called
No, there was a green and a blue and a cobalt blue.
Phthalo blue.
phthalo blue.
Cobalt turquoise. Right. There it is.
But what's your red called?
Black.
Black?
No.
Green
You used
and
a
red?
You used a red.
Oh, that was the other session.
Oh,
Right. We're not just saying this time. I think she's saying all together how many colors of paint
It's
are
not a
used to
lot.
make this painting.
Oh.
I think it's 6.
Okay. That would make it wrong. No, you're talking about cadmium red light.
Cadmium?
Cadmium.
Okay, cadmium.
Red light.
All right, we got it.
Right? And light, the GH is silent.
Oh, so it's light.
Yeah, light. It's not ligand.
Liget. All right.
Okay.
Focus on the topic.
All right. All right.
Pink
There,
colors.
there we go. All right. So now we want to make the green highlights on this mountain a little bit on the bluish side to push that mountain back. Okay. Not too much. You still got to keep it on the green side, but you lean it towards the bluer side of the green. Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay.
All
right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I haven't done it yet.
No, but my positioning is good.
Okay.
Got to be able to see.
All right. So that may be
Nice
a
and
little
zoomed
too bright.
in.
Little too bright. Okay.
Mary Jane, can you adjust our volume or sound?
Higher.
Our music to a different.
You want it higher?
It's got to be instrumental. Is there a color of paint you have in your toolbox that if it ran out, you couldn't paint today?
No. I got plenty of other
Yeah,
colors.
so not hostage to any one color.
No. I mean, there are colors that, you know, conveniently comes in a tube, but if you must mix it yourself, you can. And can have a nice substitute for it.
So again, typically when you're painting a 30 by 40, would you say it takes you about a month's work to complete it with drying time and everything?
Yeah, about there.
About a month?
About there. You know, I mean, a lot of it depends on how complex the composition is, you know, stuff like that. You know, obviously, if we weren't filming it the way we are, I would have been further along. But we want to document every step that we're taking here, so that our viewers are not going to get confused that when they tune in again, it's a lot further along than where it was left. So, you know, so that will take up more time. But you know, I'm happy to do it. Okay, so everything here is, you know, a little subtle, right? It's lighter, as you can tell, value-wise, it's lighter than the base that it's being painted on, all right? And it's already blending in with the blue sky, right? So what we want to do is we want to make that highlight stand out a little bit more. So we're going to add some more brighter color, more of that phthalo green.
Oh, Julia thinks we should add Hawaiian music.
I agree, but we might run into copyright laws.
We'll have to look into something.
Okay, that's much better.
So you're not really adding too much paint, right? You're just kind of
Scumbling.
stumbling along. Kind of like stumbling. Stumbling. Got any other unique terms I could learn?
Actually, I do.
What do you think I don't know?
Oh,
Oh,
there's.
that was a bad question.
We don't have the kind of time.
No. No.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Again, we're using the exact same colors that we started with, just in different proportions, okay? So don't freak out. You can tell that I haven't really expanded the mix very, very much. Any rushes on that, Ruth?
Is there a separate sketch on paper somewhere?
Yeah.
That was for the book.
Yeah.
This one,
What is that one? What does it say? Oh, shoot. Is it not supposed to be on the back? What does it say? Where? Uh-oh. Why did I do it here on the back?
you're a nice guy.
Ah.
Anyway, just make do you have any extra sketches made?
No, I don't. Well, no. Those are different sketches.
Yeah,
So,
You know, just make one and I'll just.
okay.
I'll hold on.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't read that correctly. It's pretty clear.
You can blame me.
No, it's written on there.
It's probably my fault.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Okay. Now let's move on to the other mountain. Adding some cobalt turquoise. A little bit. Let's see what this is like. It's pretty good.
Here it is. Assumption. That's what it was. No, I saw it laying on the table and I assumed it was mine and I was ready. The gun.
And by the time we get to this mountain over here, everything is just a lot softer because you don't want a lot of tension to this guy right here, right? Like so. Okay. So now, oh, you know what? I'll do it a little bit more.
Are you following ridges you already created, or are you making them on your own now?
I'm making them up.
Okay. And that's why reference material is handy.
Well, in the beginning, I mean, if you don't know what it looks like, then you can't make it up, right? I mean, you wanna have the convenience of being familiar with what it is that you're trying to convey. And usually that is best achieved by working off of photo references.
And you don't hit the mist, right, in the area that you are
Well,
right now?
you have to hit the mist, otherwise you're going to have a border that will be distracting, right?
Okay.
That separates it. So you kind of have to blend it in there by scumbling it in there a little bit, so that you basically are eliminating that hard border. Right? Now, one thing that might be cool is to show that mountain through the mist. Now that you brought it up, and then you will also then define the outline of this mountain. And you know what? That sounds like a good idea. Now that we talked about it, let's
yeah.
do that.
Because I know you do it, so let's see how you do it.
Again, or words to that effect.
I want to see it happen.
All right. So we'll kind of work that in slowly. All right.
You can really see that purple color
Huh?
in the mist. I can see it.
Uh-huh.
It's cool.
All right, so there you go. And now let's define these other areas a little bit more.
That's how the pros do it.
Okay, and let's lighten it a little bit.
What's your take on color mixing? Do you, okay, I know you, should you wing it or should you know how to, should you know your color palette and how to use the colors and how to mix them? Or, you know, can an artist just wing it and mix stuff and they're happy with it? Should you know color theory, things like that? Is that good to help, or
Of course.
a lot of artists just do it and it's no big deal?
Well, again, I mean, if you're going to do work that relies on things making sense from the practical side of looking at things, right? You know, everybody has their own knowledge from their perception of the world up to that point in their lives, right? And so if you want to be able to tap into that to make your paintings more believable, then you have to have the knowledge of how to create those images to match what people have in their heads, right? You need to do that. If you're not contained by the reality of what people perceive, then you can make your mountains polka dotted if you want, right? A good thing that my uncle once illustrated to me is like, if you want to learn portraiture, don't paint clowns, because clowns have makeup and they can be any color, right? You gotta paint people for as candid as possible, how they really look in real life. And of course, you might want to enhance it a little bit, because people see themselves differently than how you see them, right? So you have to somehow match that. But I think his point was, you gotta do things that favor you, right? If you want to get good at painting all different types of flesh tones, right? Practice them, all the different ones that you can find, right? Once you get good at that, then if you want to paint clouds afterward, then do it, right? But it's not because you don't know how to do flesh tones, okay? So that helps a lot.
Where do people go, starting artists, for color help? Like internet? They just go look
Yeah,
up
the
color
internet
theory?
is good. I mean, look up color theory, okay, and that basically will tell you, which colors are mixed to get whatever color you want. And once you have a pretty good command of that, you can use that to your advantage, right? So that that blue and yellow will make green, okay? So if you got blue and yellow up in the sky, you got to make sure that you don't mix them without something in between there, because you already know, you can predict it'll turn out green every time, right? So to avoid that, right? So knowing that, it's much like anything else in your life, right? I mean, to know how your car operates, right, will greatly help you in maneuvering your way from point A to point B, right? It's just like everything else, right? You fill yourself with as much knowledge as you can to help you. Then, if you already know it, then you have the option to not do it. Like I said, it's like and what I've been told as well is that first thing you want to do is you want to learn the rules, and that way, not so much that you have to follow the rules, but you can break the rules properly, right? That you have a reason for having broken the rules. You understand them. It's not because you didn't understand them that you broke them. It's you didn't want to. You got to a point where you had to either bend the rules or break the rules completely. Not because you didn't know it, but because you had to for what you were trying to accomplish, right? So that will help you out a lot. Okay. And for this guy here, what we're trying to do is. Not try to make this guy here so solid looking. Okay, just again going over parts that I want to highlight more, so I'm making them brighter, lighter and brighter, but not a whole lot, but just enough to stand out from what's around it, yeah? There we go. brighten this guy, that edge a little bit more. Now that we've established everything, we can go over the other parts again and make the adjustments where you want it brighter. Again, right, the fact that I didn't make it bright right away, I was able to see what that looks like when not the things aren't bright. And now that I've seen it, I can make decisions like, yeah, you know what, I want this part here brighter, like this area here, right? I want to make that guy brighter. All right, so I will. But that was probably not, that wouldn't be a good idea to have made this guy brighter in the first place right away. Right? I'll wait until I get to this point and then decide, oh, you know what? It can stand to be brighter and it will actually help it out. And so that's what I'm doing now. So selectively, I'm making this decision based on everything that's around it, that it'll make sense. Okay, and I can do that over here as well. And in fact, let's do that. A little bit more cobalt turquoise. So, here we go. This part right here looks kind of weird. We'll soften that guy a little bit more. Yeah, things that look awkward, take a look at it, fix it as soon as you can. Anything that's awkward is going to be distracting, and so you don't want that. There you go, soften that up. Let's see, let's move this guy down a little bit. Not so much, there you go. And then we can cobalt turquoise and phthalo green, a little bit of white, a little bit more white. Oops. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Oop, that may be a little bright. Let's see. Not bad.
So I want to zoom in really close to that mountain for a second. That's
one?
a little, just where you are now. That's a
Okay.
little bit different color.
It's
right?
No, it's well, I mean, different relative to what's here. Yeah, it's brighter and cleaner, right? Because I used the same colors I was using prior, except that I didn't dirty it up too much. I didn't lower the chroma. I tried to keep that the high chroma of a clean mix more, yeah. Yeah, nice, very nice, nice and
I
bright.
like it.
Nice and bright.
Getting right up there in that mist. Oh, that's a cloud. It'd be cool if the mist was in
Some
the
of
sky.
us are paying attention.
Geez, if I wasn't always so focused on myself, I would notice what was
You're
going
on.
on.
You're on the right track right there. You got it?
It's
You're out?
okay, we're
Okay,
good,
man,
we're good,
thanks.
we're good.
Appreciate it.
We're good. We're good, that's all right.
Maybe like Bugs Bunny over there. All right, I'm gonna brighten and lighten this area a little bit more to go along with all the brightness that I'm putting on here.
Can you slide your chair a tiny bit to the left? Yeah, just your shoulders in my shot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Sorry.
get in your way.
It's all right. We're in such a crucial area because you're going behind the mist a little bit. So it's kind of cool.
I'm glad you didn't say cloud.
Yeah, well,
Thought about it.
I do know the mist. I just don't know the clouds.
Okay, so now having done that, I can also adjust these guys. Where's my cord?
Which guys?
The bushes and
Ah.
trees and whatnot, right? And the highlights are not only lighter, they're brighter, yeah?
Yep, I can see that.
Okay. Okay, and we're not gonna go all the way up here. We're just gonna concentrate on this area down here. And that will help the brightness of this whole area. Okay. I'll creep it up a little bit, not too much, just so that there's not an abrupt change where it appears like the lights stop hitting it all together sharply, right? But just let it dissipate slowly into nothing, yeah? Like so. And sporadic little spots here and there adds to the notion of random spots. That's a good thing. Okay. All right. That looks about right.
It looks phenom.
Okay.
This is beautiful.
Nice and soft. Wait. Is that toilet paper?
Where?
Nice and soft?
Charmin.
All right.
You got about 15 minutes more in this session.
Okay, 15. Okay.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I will add on to the surf part.
Ooh.
Okay. So let's get all that green stuff out of there. Oops, sorry. So it's got paint on
It's
there.
alright. I haven't gotten paint on me since I got rid of the pregnant stomachs. Once I eliminated those, I no longer.
And paintings are not ruined.
That's true. I no longer hit stuff.
Okay, so we will add on to, we don't have much time, so we got 15 minutes. And so looking at what can we do in 15 minutes? Well, I'll work on this area a little bit more, right? Now that we've developed the mountains a little bit, we can develop this surf a little bit more. And that should add to the overall finished look of this area. Okay, starting with some white and some liquid, and it will get some indigo. So let's see where this goes. Okay, it's kind of bright, which is okay. It's not the brightest it could be, and that's fine. But this will prepare it for when I add some really bright whites on there. And maybe we could use some of the water running off the rocks, might be a good thing. Oops, a little too bright. Let's make that a little darker. Okay, perfect. we go. And maybe we could work on that tide pool a little bit.
I like the techno. I mean, it's like soft techno, but it makes me feel like I need to go to like a techno club. I used to love Epcot. And our friends worked there. It was like they had a college program, and so you, they put you in apartments that are with all the people that work at Epcot. So you get all those countries, and it's all, you know, a bunch of college age kids living together, hanging out. And so one of our neighbors became really close friends with some guys from Germany. And so they're really into techno, and there was a super cool restaurant in the area that was techno, and the dance floor spun in a circle, you know, giant, and all the lights. I loved it. It was so fun.
That's not even a thing now, is it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
When we went to Europe, that was huge.
The
That
rave,
was,
right?
Yeah, 20 something years ago.
Jeez. Times are changing.
Oh yeah, always.
Now it's more hip hop.
Okay, there we go.
It's looking good.
It's getting there.
We got 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
The pressure is on.
Is it? For a mere mortal, that would be devastating. Okay, you know what? Let's work on this guy here while we're at it.
So 10 sessions at about 3 hours a session, would you say? So this is about 30 hours in.
You know what? This is good because people ask me that, but I never pay attention.
Right.
So
But
somebody
this-
has to pay
This
attention.
has had to like put you in increment blocks of time to work on it because it's not worked on when we're not on the live. So each of these sessions has run about 3 hours.
Well, a little
Maybe.
bit, like about 2 hours. Yeah, every day has been
Sometimes
2
4,
to 3.
But it's been just as an estimate would go is about three hours per time that his paintbrush is hitting the canvas.
Right.
And over 10, this is 30 hours in. So, I mean, okay, you could put it like this. Some people work a 40-hour work week. So if you worked on it 40 hours over 5 days, you know, it could take you about a week.
But yeah.
But there has to be allowed drying time.
Which is just as important.
Right.
I love this one.
So does Samantha.
Yeah, she sure does.
Do you need a picture of the back of it
Back of the painting?
for the title and the cat number?
Oh, no.
Do you have that?
I got it all. Well, after all these lessons, I feel like I'm ready to tackle squishing paint onto the palette.
Okay.
That's as far as you got.
I think
You
that's
can
as far
You can
as-
squeeze the paint out.
I don't
what
even
my
know.
job would be? I I want to take that fancy jar of liquid and add that to the palette. And maybe hand them a brush.
I look at it and there is just no way. I love when people say I could paint that. That's one of my favorite lines.
I think my part that I missed
I'd like you to paint it.
in the beginning stages of this piece was I missed the part where it was pencil sketched. And to me, that would be the part where I'd be like, no. I would not know how to draw it out as the, the sketch to me is the very first part. Obviously, that's what you do first. And then the underpainting is a step. But now this is the details, the fine details going in. And then after it's all done, there's the final tweak here, tweak there. What do I like? What do I want to bring out? What do I want to dull back? And, then of course there'll be the signature part.
Correct. Correct. Okay, show a little bit of brightness over there, a little bit of brightness over here as well, being reflected. There you go. Okay. Let's add some here. Just little brighter than what's on here to begin with. All right, this is not the brightest it could be. Okay, so what? We almost done?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel pretty good about it.
Okay. All right, everybody, that concludes session number 10,
Woo!
episode
10.
2, part 3, section 5, area 51. No, just kidding. Just kidding about the session part. We will continue. When are we going to continue? What is?
We are going to continue tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
One more day in the week.
One more day before the weekend,
That's
and then
right.
we'll take a little break, and we will come back next week. But yeah, we did a lot today. The mountains got more detailed. The surf got a little bit more detailed as well. So maybe next time what we'll do is the sky and the clouds.
Nice.
All right, and that would give us a more complete picture, because everything is looking good here so far, but this still looks kind of awkward, right? Where the clouds are trying to play keep away from the moon. So we will change all of that and make it more random looking. You want to drop anything else, Ann?
No, but it's okay because it doesn't affect my camera.
Uh-huh. So,
all
okay.
good.
So anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it, and I hope you guys are able to get a lot of stuff that will help you with your paintings. As usual, if you got any questions that you didn't ask this time, save it for next time, and we will try and get to them as soon as we can. Okay. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Aloha. Peace out.